Well, good evening, my handsome boys and beautiful girls, and welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. In this video, we're going to go over the very important news that Elon Musk could potentially become the first trillionaire to ever exist in the history of humanity. Tesla has filed a document with the Securities and Exchange Commission outlining their new CEO equity incentive plan. And if Elon Musk meets these milestones, he will become a trillionaire. But I think a lot of you are misunderstanding what's actually happening here. I think a lot of you actually think that Elon Musk is going to be given $1 trillion in cash. Well, I'm here to tell you he's not receiving $1 trillion in cash. He's going to potentially, possibly, maybe receive $1 trillion in stock. So let's actually cut through the BS and go straight to the document so I can explain to you exactly how Elon Musk could become the world's first trillionaire. Let's dive right in. So, my advice to you, never trust the news. It's always full of crap. They never go into details. Always go to the source documents. And I have it right here. This is the recently filed, I believe it was filed today, 2025 CEO Performance Award Agreement. This is for Elon Musk. Tesla Inc. hereby grants to participant Elon an award of restricted stock. Any capitalized term that is used but not defined has the meaning assigned to such term in Part 2. So the date of grant for these restricted stock units is September 3rd, 2025. And the number of shares is 423 million. Why are they saying Elon Musk would be a trillionaire? Why are they saying he's receiving $1 trillion? Take the current share price of Tesla, which is $350, and multiply it by the number of shares that Elon Musk could potentially receive, and you have $1 trillion, okay? Potentially. So let's see what the awards actually are. So there's actually multiple milestones that Elon Musk has to meet. He's not going to meet one milestone and get 400 million shares of Tesla stock. He has to meet a very, very difficult set of milestones in order to actually get all 400 million shares. And it's not going to be easy to do. Okay. So there's two types of milestones. There's market capitalization milestones and there's operational milestones. Market capitalization milestones is the total value of the company. Right now, for context, Tesla's total market cap is $1.13 trillion. The total value of this company, according to the market, is $1.13 trillion. So these stock awards require that Tesla's total valuation crosses a certain value in order to get a certain amount of shares. It's divided into 12 different tranches. On top of that, it's not just a market cap thing, it's also an operational milestone. So he has to hit each market cap goal, and then he has to hit certain operational milestones. And then and only then will he be awarded one tranche out of the 12 tranches. So, what are the tranches? Well, first we have the market capitalization milestones. So, very simply, what Elon has to do is in order to get 35 million shares, Tesla has to reach a market capitalization of 2 million. So Tesla stock has to almost double from where it is right now in order for him to even be eligible for the first 35 million shares. But in addition to that, he also has to achieve one out of the 12 operational milestones. So just because Tesla stock could potentially go to 2 trillion, the company as a whole, doesn't mean he's going to get the 35 million shares. So we can see each of the tranches here. So if it reaches 2 trillion, he gets 35 million shares. If it reaches 2.5 trillion, he gets 35 more shares, 35 million more shares, and so on, all the way to 8.5 trillion. So Elon Musk has to push Tesla stock up to 8.5 million and meet every single one of the operational milestones in order to get all of these shares. Okay. And he would be a trillionaire, not because he's getting $1 trillion in cash, but if the value of Tesla is 8.5 trillion dollars and he owns 25% of it at that point. Well, guess what? He's got like $2 trillion of value of net worth because of his ownership of Tesla stock. So he's got to hit all these different market capitalization milestones, which is it possible? I think the market cap would be easier for Elon to attain. What's going to make it hard for him is achieving the operational milestones because that's actually business results. The market cap is just him basically pumping the stock, him selling the market on future ventures that he thinks or that he wants you to think are going to print massive profits for Tesla. So I think he could potentially pump the stock up, maybe. But we need to look at the operational milestones and see if they're actually achievable. This is the hard part for him, okay? So, what are the operational milestones? The first one is 20 million Tesla vehicles delivered. Now, I think they've delivered a total of maybe 2 or 3 million vehicles total. I could be wrong on that. But he has to deliver 20 million Tesla vehicles. Their sales are already flattening and even going down, and they're losing a market share. Over time, he'll eventually maybe sell 20 million vehicles, but it's going to take a long time because the car part of the business, I know this bothers you Tesla people, the car part of the business is not doing well. Okay. So this is going to be a toughie. 20 million Tesla vehicles delivered. The next milestone, 10 million active FSD subscriptions. That's also going to be extremely difficult. So you have to have at least 10 million cars on the road, and you have to have some of them have FSD subscriptions. And if the take rate of FSD subscriptions is 10%, if only 10% of Tesla drivers have an FSD subscription, well, you're going to have 100 million cars on the road. So this is actually very difficult. Okay. This is what's going to hurt Elon. Next, 1 million bots delivered. So Elon Musk, who hasn't delivered a single bot, Optimus, whatever, has to deliver 1 million bots in order to make one operational milestone. They're making some very difficult targets. Okay. Can he do it? We'll see. 1 million robo taxis in commercial operation. There's currently a test going on in Austin. And then they have all these EBITDA requirements, 50 billion, 80 billion, 130, all the way to 400 billion of adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Now, I believe these are annual targets. Let's see what they're. I wonder if this stock analysis actually shows EBITDA. I'm not sure they do. Here we go. So the trailing 12 months of EBITDA were 11 billion, and you can see it's actually trending down. So these targets are saying that the company has to have 50 billion of adjusted EBITDA just to hit one milestone. And it seems like it's peaked out, at least for the near term, at 17 billion of adjusted EBITDA. I think him hitting these milestones is going to be a lot harder to do than the previous ones. Okay. Because he's having a lot of issues. Basically, the robotaxi actually has to work. Optimus actually has to become a real thing. And Tesla has to print massive profits and somehow reverse their rut that they're in with car deliveries in order to meet all these milestones. And they're having some serious issues. If you look at the quarterly revenue, their revenue is contracting. Their revenue's contracting. Last quarter, they had negative 11.78% year-over-year revenue growth. Okay? So he's not it's going to be very hard for him to become a trillionaire unless he can push Tesla stock up to at least 2 trillion, so it has to double. And to get all 423 million shares, he has to make Tesla an $8.5 trillion market capitalization company, which is 8x where it's at now and about 4x what Nvidia is right now. Okay? I don't think these are very possible goals to reach based on the current performance of Tesla. There has to be some kind of miracle for him to hit all 12 of these operational milestones. That's crazy. Okay. So what do you guys think? Do you think these are achievable? Do you think he can actually do it? Or do you think it's a bunch of clownery? All right, we're doing member only comments. I'm going to bed very shortly. I got my kids tonight. Oh, we got a super chat. Mr. Seymour Duck for $2. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate the kind donation. All right, what do the members have to say? Gil, Elon Musk is a dangerous man. Remember when he had to fight with Trump and he said he'd be around for many years? Trump only has 3. He took his mask off. I mean, the fact that he tried to fight with the president shows how clownish he is. He was not going to win that fight with the president. Rothschilds and anonymous oil trillionaires hate this simple trick. I mean, the funny thing is people think he's going to get $1 trillion in cash. Tesla doesn't have $1 trillion in cash, and I would be shocked if it ever had $1 trillion in cash. It's all equity awards, okay, which also dilutes you as the shareholder. But hey, if he can reach those milestones, hey. My membership expires in 7 days. I can't think of a single reason to. I'm going to miss you, Alan. It's going to be really upsetting when I don't hear from you anymore. Man, I might cry tonight thinking about how you're going to go away in 8 days. Tesla isn't a car company, bro. That's right. I'm absolutely 100% wrong about that. All the Elon clowns in full force up in here. I know. Let's see. Okay, so we got some people come, but they're not members, so they don't get a response. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I got to finish drying some clothes, and then I'm going to go lay in bed, watch some TV, play some Axis and Allies, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Thank you for the kind super chat, Mr. Seymour Duck. $2. I will pocket that and be a very rich man. Let's see. Last comment from Gil. Dan is making fun of you, I guess, for predicting a market crash. I hope I'm wrong. So many of you guys will be cooked. You clowns never seen the SPY drop 40%. Dude, if the SPY dropped 40%, these people would get absolutely annihilated. You can't even imagine the devastation that these retail investors would suffer because they're in very volatile stocks, and those things will implode in a significant bear market. You better hope the SPY doesn't go down 40%. Did you see me, Kevin's new house hack pay package, $1 billion? If he actually did that, that would be freaking hilarious. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Very interesting bringing that to light. Yes, Elon Musk could be a trillionaire, but it's going to be very hard for him to do that, especially with those operational milestones. Anyway, like, subscribe, consider joining as a member to have me answer your comments, and consider booking a free 30-minute tax consultation with me. I am a certified public accountant. I can do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You can talk to me for free. I give you an upfront quote, and I'll prepare your taxes like a boss. Have a wonderful night. Cheers.